Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. In this video we're going to be creating this lovely open framed heart bridal bouquet, and as you can see you've got these lovely felt flowers on the front and also on the back here. Okay, and the reason why I've left this bit blank is so that you can hold onto your bouquet just like this. This design was inspired by Sam at Mixed Up Craft. Thanks Sam for letting me do this design. So let's get on with this project. What I've done is I've just placed this heart on top and drawn around the edge. Okay, so what I'm going to do is cut those marks away so that I can stick this onto the back of my base without seeing these end pieces on here. Thinking we can just then place that on there like that and you won't see the end of it. So I'm just going to turn this over and so I can see where that's going to, so I'm just going to glue this on, okay, where I want it to be. I'm going to bring that right up there to the edge. So that's all glued on. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start at the back and I'm going to glue this on at the back like this, right up against this middle piece like that, and I'm going to start wrapping this round, and I'm hoping that I have enough ribbon for this. Okay, so I'm going to wrap this round like this and I'm just going to stick it as I go around. Okay, I'm going to overlap it like I do with most of my bouquets, pull that round like that, and like I said, it doesn't matter if this is a little bit messy because we're going to have flowers on here. It's just if this shows through, if you know, if there's a few gaps where your flowers are, you don't want to see this cardboard, which is why I'm covering it up. Okay, so I'm going to just do the whole of this, okay, and when I come to here I might come back and tell you how I'm going to do that. I'll come back and show you how to do this middle bit because I'm not sure I'm going to do that. Okay, so now we've got to this bit here. This is a tricky bit because I didn't ribbon this first because I didn't want it to be too bulky. So ribboning this heart after we've stuck this strip on became too complicated because the ribboning was too difficult around these parts, as you can see. So although I've done it the previous way in this video, I have done it like that. The simplest way is to actually ribbon your strip first and then stick it onto your heart. So I'm going to show you how to ribbon this strip first. Okay, so here we go. So I'm going to take some ribbon and let me just show you how this is going to go on here. So this is actually going to go onto your heart like this, okay, but first we're going to ribbon it. But what I want to advise you to do is cut this heart so that it's like this and not square how it is at the beginning of the video, because it will be easier for you to ribbon it. So cut it to a peak and it will be a lot easier for you to ribbon. So first of all, ribbon this heart, okay, and secondly I'm going to show you how to ribbon this strip. Okay, so what you need is some ribbon, obviously. And what I normally do with this is I will actually ribbon the ends first, okay, so that everything's covered, even the end bits. So I'm just going to, and how I do that, you can use a big thick piece of ribbon if you want. What I'm going to do is use individual strips, and I'm going to do the end of just the end of this, both ends of this strip. Okay, so yeah, just like this. Yeah, I think this is better doing it this way. That way you don't have to do all that complicated ribboning around the around the ends, if you know what I mean. So okay, so I'm just going to I'm going to do 3 pieces here because that's what it needs on my strip of card, and then we do the same, exactly the same at the other end. And then what we do is we just take this long piece of ribbon and just put some glue there, and we're just going to ribbon it round. So we're just going to basically just bring the ribbon round. Okay, let's put a little bit of glue on as you're going round. Just very similar. If you've done the handle, if you've ribboned the handle for a bouquet, it's the same as that. So just ribbon it round like this. Okay, all the way down to the bottom. Okay, so that is how you ribbon your strip. Okay, so then what you do is your heart would all be ribboned up, and you just stick that onto your heart. Okay, make sure this is flat rather than the one I did that was shaped just now. It's much better if it's flat. It's easier at the top and at the bottom because it's easier to ribbon. Okay, so it will look something like, well, you just stick it on a ribboned heart like this. Okay, and you will perhaps get a little bit of bulk here, but if you've got big flowers like this, you're not even going to notice that it's a little bit bulky. I think that would be okay. And if it is a little bit bulky, you can always put more flowers underneath here and build it up. Okay, I think that would look fine. I'm just sorry that I didn't do that myself. So I will show you a video of how to ribbon this heart and how to stick this on afterwards as well. I'll do that probably straight after I've done this video. Okay, so we've got this all ribboned up and we've done the back as well. I'm going to just cover these with flowers, these gaps here with flowers at the back. So I'm going to show you how to make some flowers to decorate this. What I've got here is I've got a template that I've already drawn out. So what I normally do is I just hold the template where I want it and then cut round it, but you can do it any way you want. You can draw around it if you want. So that's the back piece. I just cut around one of these petals. And then you've got your petals for the middle of the front of your flower. So what you'll need is you'll need six of these petals. So basically what you want to do now is just stick them in between your yellow petals. Okay, so just stick them in between like that. And then just basically cut a circle out big enough just to cover that middle piece. Okay, and then stick that down. Okay, so I'm just going to put some glue there and then stick that in the middle just like that. Okay, so next I'm going to show you how to make this flower. Okay, so what you need is you need to draw your own template out. Okay, and then either you can cut it like this, or you can draw around it and then cut it out. Okay, so just going to cut this out. And what I do is I just cut a circle out, and I don't really I don't have a template for that, so I just cut it out. Okay, and then stick that on there like that. So, and that's your flower. Okay, next I'm going to show you how to, the smaller flower basically I've done with a smaller template, so it's done exactly the same way. And the butterfly, okay, basically I do the same with that. I just cut out the butterfly. I just basically just cut my little circles out for my dots. Okay. Then we're just going to stick these on. Okay, and that's your butterfly. I've got all of my flowers laid out how I want them, and I've decided that this bit here we'll be holding on to, so that'll be like the handle bit. So I'm not going to decorate this bit yet because I'm not sure how far along I'm going to do the flowers. Okay, so I'm just going to stick all these on where I want them. I'm really pleased with the finished result, I really am. I'm glad I put some lovely leaves in between the flowers just to liven it up a little bit. This is the front, and up here you will hold on to your bouquet, and you can hold it down beyond your waist if you like. So I'll just show you the back of this as well, so you can see all the flowers here. Okay, and around the side as well. There we are. So that's the back, and I've left this clear because you've got your handle on the other side. Okay, that's the only reason. You don't have to leave it clear. You could just, you don't even have to make a space for your hand if you don't want to, because it's only felt and it's just easy to hold on to anyway. Okay, and you can just fluff these up to make them more three-dimensional. Okay, like that. Yeah, I'm really quite pleased with this, I really am. Lovely dainty flowers around, all the way around, and as you can see through this, which is really nice. And that was what I was aiming for. Just a few tips that if you don't want to hold on to your bouquet like this, you could always have like a piece of ribbon, a loop of ribbon, and have it like a hanging bouquet, which is what I've done in some of my other projects. So if you want to have a look at the hanging bouquet playlist, they're all in there. This one isn't going to be like that, but you can do that. And you can also, like I was originally going to do, is you could also put a handle on the back of your bouquet. And actually I will probably do a video where we do all those other options, and maybe do a series of this heart bouquet. So let me know what you think about this project and whether you'd like to see more options of how to make this. Okay, and I'll see you in the next one. And don't forget, if you like videos like this, you can always like this video and you can subscribe to this channel to get more videos just like this one, and it also helps the channel to grow as well. Okay then, bye bye for now.